what we did, we set out with a game plan to frustrate them, to stop them and to break on them. We did that. I really couldn't see any real danger apart from a set play, which we work on all week. I've done ever since I've been here. And one man loses his marker. It's just a really, really poor goal to concede. The game then changes because you've got to chase it. So we go flying forward, we create chances, but we don't just get that final touch to put the ball in, to get a draw, to take them back. And in the end, it's the second goal is the game is finished because we're pushing, trying to win it, trying to get back in it and to win it, and that happens. So the second goal, although disappointing, is nowhere near as disappointing as the first, because that's what changes games.
You say set up to frustrate and then to try and get a draw in the game as well. And Northampton not at the stage where they can come to places like this and you can start with two up front, say, or try to get the win from the outside.
Well, I think you would have seen, John, that we started with a three, with the two wide players and the centre forward. The plan was always to, particularly when I saw the weather when we got here with the wind, to use the wind in the second half and play with two up front and to get the crosses in. And it was all going to plan, but then something like that happens and you have to change it. I would have been quite happy to take a draw and get them back to our place, but unfortunately, one weak link and the chain breaks.
No Clive Platt in the starting team. What was the reason for that after the performance against Accrington?
The reason for that is because I want to make sure that he is fit for the rest of the season. Aidy Boothroyd couldn't play today because he's cup tied. I think in the last 5 weeks, 6 weeks, I think we've done an awful lot of good things, and I've been really pleased with it. A lot happier than what I was early part of the season. And now we're in a situation where we've had another punch on the nose. But as always, you've got to get back up and get on with it. And if we can beat Bury next weekend, then it'll be forgotten. I'm deeply disappointed because I want to be in the next round. I want to be going to hopefully going to the bigger teams, but unfortunately this is not going to be our year.
It's going to an away team like Bury and getting a win certainly would put a positive spin on everything once again, but it's getting these away wins, isn't it? And it looked hard to try and get this afternoon, and so it proved. Yeah,
well, the way they are for a reason. And at this moment in time, we're just building slowly. We're crawling away from where we are in the league, and you don't come and come gung ho and make it a good cup tie. You come and stop it and make sure that you're the ones that are in charge of the game. But as I said, if you don't defend set plays correctly, then you give yourself a problem right from the outset.
They're always going to be quite low scoring games at the moment involving the Cobblers because of the way you're set up, and therefore one goal could decide it.
Away from home, I think it is important that we do set up not to concede, and then read the game as it's going along, and then maybe throw two up front or three up front and change it around like that. But I think it gives everybody confidence when you can always fight from a solid base. You've got to be, to win a fight, you've got to be in a fight, and we didn't give ourselves a chance to frustrate the crowd, to frustrate Grimsby. We didn't do it for long enough. If we'd have done it for long enough, the confidence would have done something. But unfortunately, that wasn't happened today.
And with two up front, were you surprised that there weren't the number of goal-scoring opportunities to try and get back into the game towards the end of the game? Is there some frustration that the Cobblers weren't able to fashion their chance?
Well, I think we got the ball into the box. I just think that we didn't get across people. We didn't take chances. We didn't slide in to score that goal. And these are the little details that make the difference. When we're winning, those are the things that go for you, because players do that little 1% more to turn a draw into a win and a potential loss into a draw.
Just the final one, are you going to be able to get this quickly, Aidy, and move back into the league campaign? It won't stay with you for too long?
Well, no, it hurts because I like to win every game, and I certainly don't want to be the upset in the FA Cup programme. I like the FA Cup, been successful in it before, and it's good to have a run in the cup. So yeah, I'm disappointed, but I also know that very, very quickly I have to, wipe my mouth and get on with it, because we have got a very important game coming up next week. We've got a very important month, a massive month.
They were physical,
and there's been progress. We're moving in the right direction, and today it was just one of those things that it's I wouldn't say it's a schoolboy error, but it's an unprofessional thing to do, to lose your marker and somebody scores. So disappointing thing for me, because normally, those guys are absolutely and totally reliable.
And just on this massive month, you can't be in the relegation zone come the turn of the year, can you? Psychologically, you've got to be moving up from now, haven't you?
Well, we've got away games. We've got some tough games, and you're right. I think where we are in the league now, we've got to start looking upward and climbing, and go on a good run. But the first things first, we've got a very difficult game, away game at Bury, and we've got to go there and see if we can get something out of it.